Good morning. It is just after 8 a.m. Sunrise is at 7:15, which is way later than I'm used to in Queensland. But yeah, day 2 of the trail today. Pretty cruisy day by the looks of it. Some elevation ups and downs, but it's 11 k's. But they've estimated like 4 hours for it, so I'm guessing there's some terrain features that need that amount of time. We'll see. Very brisk morning, which is great for walking. I get hot quick, so it's good. It's good to be moving. I thought about filming like a cool montage, making coffee, brekkie and all that, but I just realised didn't want to be disturbing the other people that were there. That's why I've given myself a little bit of a head start this morning, just to make sure I'm not, ruining anyone's jam. In the trees at the moment, but hopefully there's going to be some good views today. Let's go. Here we go. Punishment to playground. So each of these seats essentially says punishment to playground. So it's a story about Pure Point, or Pure something, whatever it is. So it's a story about a penal colony for kids essentially, which is horrific. Yeah, so there's all these stories, a lot of them historical, and then a lot of them about nature and geology and that sort of thing along this track. So there's lots of points to stop and read all the stories that are in your booklet that you get when you check in for the walk. I've already read most of them because I was sitting around last night, so I read through them all. So I'm just going to breeze on through these points, but yeah, it's very cool to learn about the history, the good and the bad. And how about that view? It's like these little art installations here. So it says who was here. There's a picture of a wombat. And then all these cubes. So for those of you that don't know, the shape of wombat poo is little cubes. Isn't poo funny? So this spot has this signpost, messy is good. And that's referring to all the brush and growth and fallen branches and stuff. And I guess to people that are used to trimmed, pruned parks and that sort of thing in suburban areas, this looks very messy. That's actually a good thing. It provides heaps of habitat for natural wildlife to hide, grow, breed, all the type of shelter that they need in the natural environment. Yeah, we have a nice stream. Do you want to go for a walk? Chicken wire stapled to the boards for traction on a big uphill section. Such a smart idea. This sign says, look out for people with ticks above them because they're going to push you off the cliff. Let's keep our eyes peeled. I think that we're rounding the cape now. Oh wow, there's the ocean. We are 2.9 k's in, so just about the 25% mark. Pretty cool. We've gained 211 meters of elevation. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Whoa. What a special view that was. Steps and steps and steps. I was like, surely this will end soon. And then it just opened up into this amazing cliffside view. Absolutely stunning. The weather is so good today too. Not as clear as yesterday, but just it's not windy, it's not raining. It's a bit overcast, but some sun breaking through. So happy to be here. And now, down we go. Let's hit it. The camera is never going to do this justice, but this view is insane. Look through here. Everywhere you look, just through the bushes, it's just sheer drops and cliffs. That is amazing. Now, one thing that experienced hikers know is that going downhill is often a lot worse than going up due to the risk of injury on your knees, because a lot of people just let their weight take them down and it's just jarring their knees over and over and over again. So essentially what you have to do is creep downstairs, which is a very controlled descent. And when I say creep, I don't mean go slow, I just mean soft steps. Just imagine you're trying to sneak through somewhere without anyone hearing you. If you take descents like that, your knees are going to be fine. We're at a point called Jurassic Crack, and that is nothing to do with a dinosaur's bum, but everything to do with the geological events which are happening in this area. Whoa! We were just up there. Hectic. Look at those rock formations there. So that's to do with the rocks pushing up through a crack. Amazing. Wow, an awesome expanse. In sections like this, I'm able to pick up a bit of speed because the scrub's taller than me, so I can't really see anything. And the board is nice. Look at this, really nice boardwalk. So I'm able to get a bit of speed on. There's only so many close-ups you can do of flowers and stuff before you realise you better just keep walking. This is good. Make up some time. Where the hell are we? Well, here we are, in this place. Not a bad place to stop. Look at this huge bench. We are 6.1 kilometres in. So, just past halfway, really. Not a bad spot to stop and maybe break out a little bicky or two. So where the hell are we? This is the Ellarwey Valley. I get it. I see what you did there. We thought this might have been an exotic French name too. Until we dug into the history behind the name, turns out there's a whole swag of place names in this neck of the woods, mostly named by two blokes, Tim and Reg, on the first recorded walks to Cape Pillar from Fortescue Bay, long before the first track was cut in 1990. The late afternoon found us deep in calculation, trying to locate our position on a feature which Reg, with his usual flair, nicknamed We're the flipping Ellarwey Ridge. All that's missing is my love. Maybe next time. You going good? Okay, here we go. So, Cape Hauy and Fortescue Bay and Redacuna Hut is that way. So it's a 10-minute walk to Redacuna Hut from here. That's our third night. Second night is this way, Munro Hut, 1 hour away. Pretty cool. Well, let's roll. We're coming up on another boot washing station. So this is the same as what was at the start of the trek. And that is to make sure that we're not introducing any soil diseases to this particular place. And so you gotta scrub the loose stuff off your boots. And then from heel to toe, as you squeeze that. There we go. Now in theory, anything bad that I've got on my boots won't hurt this environment. This is my swamp. Whoa, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my goodness. Wow. So, just made it into Munro Hut, and the view down the end of that platform where we come in is insane. The cliffs look amazing. I've just dumped my pack in one of the rooms. There's a note from the ranger on the wall saying, just take any room you like. So, hung my pack up, and then I might boil the kettle and get some lunch on. And then there's a bucket shower system. So I might, after lunch, have a go to shower, which will be an absolute luxury. So I've got chicken carbonara today for lunch. These backcountry cuisine meals are pretty good. They're freeze-dried. They're very light, which is one of the reasons why I picked them. I do like the on-track meals, which are not freeze-dried. They're like fresh, but they're heavy. So 4 days worth, a fair bit of weight. Whereas these are 90 grams each. And they're pretty tasty, so I'm pretty happy with them. Anyway, time to get the kettle boiled and get one of these in my belly. One of the cool things about these meals is it says add boiling water, 250 ml. But how much is 250 ml? You're not carrying a measuring cup on your hiking trip. But it says the 250 ml mark is Eucalypt. And then it's got all these peaks listed on the edge of it. So Eucalypt / Mount Cook is on the side there. That's where I fill it up to. So it says, once you've got the water in there, give it a good stir, and then squeeze some air out of it and let it sit for 15 minutes. Now I'm going to try and figure out this shower business. So filling up this bucket with hot water, and then I'll put it in the in the bush shower and then hoist it up with the pulley. Nice. I'll see you when I'm clean. Oh my goodness. It is so nice to feel human again. Absolutely awesome way to finish off the second day.